But Carlito, I think you're missing one thing, yeah? Tactics are a key thing in football, right? And we're talking about this man.
I know that.
You keep, bro. Hold on. You keep interrupting me, bro. Let me land my point, yeah? You keep talking about Spurs this, and mentality is another thing. That's a big thing as well, because this manager will come out and say Jackson did nothing wrong. Yeah, when he ran and got a yellow card when he was off the pitch. He was on the bench. The guy ran and got a yellow card. I don't see a single player doing that at Arsenal, by the way. I don't see a single player doing that at Man City, by the way. But when he does it over here, yeah, it's okay. They did nothing wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Mentality and in-game management and tactics are key in football, bro. And right now we're looking at how tactically this manager has not been good enough. And you keep focusing on the fact that he came from Spurs. No one cares about that right now. That's irrelevant right now. The fact of the matter is, like Terry has said, this guy's mentality is poor, and tactically, he told them man last week to sit back. Do you know what I'm saying? Today, like I said, he was very negative today, bro. Oh, in a bit, bro. I'm on the terrace. Big up.
I mean, do you have any proof that he said that? Do you have any proof that he said that?
He came out in the press conference.
He came out and said it.
He came out and said it.
Bro, he literally came out and said it. I can't call Leo. It's like you're blind to what's in front of you right now. You've got your head in the
inaccurate. I know what he said. But
Carlito, you've got your head in the sand right now. And like I said, this is coming from someone that wanted Poch. But like I've said, I can't ignore the fuckeries that he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like today, we're not going to get any sustained attacks here with two attackers on the pitch. And like I said, no surprise, we played a lot better. We looked a lot better, Terry. Would you agree? When he brought on more attackers on the pitch. You know what I mean? And that's being brave. But he done it too late. Time and time again, he does things too late. Do you know what I mean?
I think that those decisions, they do impact the mentality of a team. We've just been praising Klopp. Klopp turns around to these young kids and says, we're not going to change how we play. You've trained from the academy, the reserve team to play in that style. You're going to come into the first team and go and express yourselves. If he was saying to the team, right, guys, we've got these injuries, we're going to struggle to win without them. Yes, you're a young midfielder, but I want you to come on and be really kind of conservative, sit back, don't be too expansive. He's planting a seed. I remember when Tuchel did it at Chelsea, when you were the only team, to be fair, that wasn't able to get games called off for COVID. But it's the way he started talking. I don't know how we're going to cope. I don't know how we're going to get through this period. Yeah. And I remember when he said that, I did a top 6 show. I said, I think you guys are going to start losing. You were in the title race at that point, and you planted that seed of negativity and almost an excuse. Human beings, this is part of our, if we've got an excuse to underperform, sometimes we subconsciously take that excuse and we go, well, it's okay now. We've been given one. And I think that's the problem when you have a cowardly manager. And I just do think Poch, there's root of him, I think he's a yellow belly. I really, really do think
Terry, such an unbelievable.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Carlito. Yeah?
Based on what?
Carlito, let me tell you something. Poch will never get a top job again. He will never get a top job again. Come back to the stream, today. He will never, ever get a top job again.
How many times are you going to tell me something? My goodness. Terry, that's just a specious accusation. I don't know why you would say that he's yellow belly? That he's yellow?
He's a coward.
That's strong, dude. That's pretty strong.
Why? I mean, when you say it's strong, it's hardly an offensive pejorative to apply.
That is a pejorative concept. Yes. Being a coward, absolutely.
I think he's cowardly in his footballing approach. I don't mean in real life. I'm sure if he was out,
we're not talking about real life. I don't care about his real life. I care about
exactly. But I'm talking about it in a professional context, so it's not personal.
Which makes it stronger.
No, it doesn't. I'm not attacking his personality as a man and as a human being. I'm attacking his approach as a football manager. I think it's cowardly at important moments when the pressure is on. When the pressure is gone, when the fight and flight emotions come in, he freezes and he runs. You know he freezes because he makes silly mistakes tactically, and then he asks his team to sit back an extra time. That's an example of it. He doesn't have the fight when it comes to those adverse moments, in my humble opinion, as a football manager. And his career and the crumbling and how he leaves clubs and the lack of trophies, for me, is the proof of that and how he hasn't won them.
Sorry, can I just make a point before I go as well, Carlito? I don't understand why you're defending this man as if he's a Pep. I don't understand why you're defending this man as if he's a Klopp. He's done nothing for us. We don't owe this man no loyalty. You can't be defending this guy as if Pochettino is this world-class manager. You're talking about him as if it's just a little hiccup and he's going through a little phase. We've seen this time and time again. He choked in the Champions League final. Lucas Moura scored a fucking hat-trick and he dropped him and started Harry Kane, who was limping around the whole game. You know what I mean? He was playing Messi as a DM. He was playing Kimpembe at right back. You know what I mean? Time and time again, he makes weird decisions, bro. Weird decisions, bro. Yeah, but you're here overrating this manager as if he's God sent or something. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay, words matter. I never said any of that. Words matter.
No, but that's what you're acting like, though. That's what you're acting like. You're defending. You're defending something that can't be defended.
No. Just use. Jesus Christ. I'm tired of this hyperbole. This is ridiculous. Good Lord.
It's not ridiculous, bro. You're literally defending this man. You're defending this man.
It's not hyperbole. Again, I'll tell you why people are saying that, Carlito. With what you say and how you defend him, it feels like that's what you're implying. And I get you, language matters.
It does.
But when it comes to talking about somebody's opinion, you don't always have to say something to mean something. And we're not in a court of law. We're not trying to find you guilty of anything where we need cast iron, undeniable proof. You are defending this man far too much, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I want to go to Alan. What are you saying, brother?
So, look, in regards to this Poch thing, when he was at Spurs, you could argue the fact that when we were in the finals with big moments, we were always kind of the underdog. So I get that. I get that to a point, but you've got to stand up. Like I say, you've got to take accountability for your own performance and your own decision making, and he didn't do it for Spurs. But that game against Liverpool, it was a bit of an end-to-end game. Obviously, Liverpool had the better at the beginning, but when they made their subs in that last 15 minutes before full time, before when it's extra time, you were all over them. You were literally peppering their goal. You had them penned back, and it was literally like, okay, I was sitting there thinking to myself, watching it, I can't believe he's going to win a trophy at Chelsea, like without doing it. That's how in control you were. You then get to the point where you have the team talk, and his decision is, yeah, Klopp can talk to the youngsters and say, okay, reset, this is where you need to be, because he made the changes and you see they're all over the place. But I'm sorry, the quality that you had on the pitch, because you do have quality at Chelsea, although it's being mismanaged at times as well by Poch, and obviously the players aren't taking accountability. He had the choice to go, let's continue what we're doing. I reckon if you'd have continued the way you were for the last 15 minutes, you would have probably run out comfortable 2-0 winners in the extra time. But he decided to see out for penalties. I'm sorry, that is the definition of a cowardly act and also bottling a big moment. Now, he done it at Spurs, he done it at PSG, he's doing it at Chelsea. I said he could be successful with a young squad getting his ideas across, but he seems to always have that moment where he will bottle it and, you know, fumble it at the last minute, and he has to take accountability of that. And look, I don't know you, Carly, and we've only shared the screen like the cup final and all that, but you seem to want to take the easy way out. And I hear you always say Conor Gallagher, because he's not the big money signing that Chelsea.
I don't care about the money. I don't care about the money stuff.
Wait, Carly, I've sat here for 10 minutes listening to you. Conor Gallagher has come out your mouth 2 or 3 times. You haven't held accountable from what I can see, or when I've spent time with you on screen. Caicedo, Enzo, all your defenders as well. All these other players I haven't heard. I've heard you go for Conor Gallagher. Now, look, he's linked with Spurs. Do I want him? Absolutely no. But it seems like you always want to put blame elsewhere when it should be going on the people that matter. And at the moment, in the big decisions, in the big moments, Pochettino is doing what he did at Spurs and PSG, and that's bottling it.
So I just,
Facts.
10 minutes ago, I just said that Disassi was at fault for the first goal. Literally just said that. Those are my words.
So one other person, apart from that, it's literally Conor Gallagher.
So basically, what you're saying is you can blame the players for certain things, which, yeah, you're right. It was poor defending from Disassi, but you don't hold no accountability on Poch whatsoever. You just keep defending him.
I think that he's absolutely made mistakes. I also think that we're just not there yet. I just don't think we're there yet. I mean, you guys keep saying that we have all these world-class players. Hold
on, Carlito. You're missing a key thing here. Yes, we know some of these players are not Chelsea level. No one's disagreeing with that point. We know that
they're not Chelsea level yet. They're just not there yet.
Of course, but that doesn't excuse the mistakes, the basic mistakes that he constantly keeps making. That is the point that you're missing, bro. You're missing a key thing here. He keeps making basic mistakes time and time again. And this is not a manager that's been around for 2-3 years. He's been around for ages. My man came to England when he had a translator, bro. He couldn't speak a word of English when he came here.
What mistakes did he make today? What mistakes did he make today?
Bro, I've told you the mistakes he made today. He should have never played a back 3 to start off with, yeah? Should have never done that, because we were still conceding headers. We should have just played our game, right? We should have just played our game. He made the subs too late, like I said already, yeah? Because towards the end of the game, we looked like we were going to score. If we had another 5-10 minutes, I reckon we win that game. It was a little bit too late. He made multiple mistakes today. Multiple mistakes, bro.
Ooh.
Matty's here with us as well. What are you here to say, Matt?
Can I just say, for the Carlito, he's saying about the about the fans and stuff like that they don't matter and stuff like that. Can I just point out something? The one reason why several different managers were sacked under the Abramovich era and everybody else is because that the relationship with the fans broke down. And he can very much well put a piece from Nisar Kinsella saying, "I'm not worried about the relationship with the fans." But when the fans are telling you to F off out the club, that just goes to show you. Secondly, there was no way that we were, I knew we were going to bottle it at the last minute. And guess what? We were just lucky that we just scraped that. And you putting all blame on Conor Gallagher after he equalised the last time is ridiculous. I mean,
strange.
and you're supposed to be a coach. You should know
Where did
better.
I blame Conor Gallagher for this game?
I think.
Where did I blame Conor Gallagher for this game? Where?
Well, you've done that several times over. Don't come this innocent act with us. You've literally you've had a go at Terry, you've had a go at me, you've now having a go at me, you've had a go at Dom, you've had a go at everybody else on this stream. You need to kind of chillax, because at the end of the day, as I've said, right, Pochettino isn't good enough. I didn't want him at the start of the season, and he's just shown us today that he isn't good enough. And Don is right. At the end of this tenure, whether Ed Barley finally sacks his man or not, he won't get a top job again. He'll be Everton level at best. He is just absolutely useless. So,
yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
Real with
boys,
you, man.
I've got to
He's going to
shoot.
be fired.
Cheers, Don. Thank you.
I've got to shoot. Yeah, bless up, man.
Cheers, brother. Thank you very much.
I don't think he's going to be fired, man.
Thank you.
Look, let's
guys, I've got to jump to some of these super chats. I'm just running out a little bit of time here. Sorry. This here says, Just fans, Chelsea fans. Chelsea fan is entitled, although he's Poch point kind of true. Players more at fault than Poch overall. I think players have definitely got some blame in this. There's no doubt. That's very true. I don't know what that's meant to say. Okay, don't know what this guy is talking about. Yes, Chelsea was younger than Liverpool, but talk about the quality and the cost of those young players. Yeah, look, they were younger, but there's a difference. Like half of those Liverpool players hadn't even kicked a professional ball yet. But yeah, I agree. Potts didn't play for Pens. He clarified that he thought the players started to. He brought on attackers, is what Gav says here. Fair play for pointing that out, Gav. Thank you very much, my man. This Carlito Donny, I meant to say Donny. Donny is clueless.
Fair enough.
What's your actual name, Carlito?
Ryan.
Okay. I knew it wasn't Carlito. It's a good film, though.
My middle name. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm an honorary Mexican. All my friends are Hispanic, and my middle name's Carl. So.
Okay. Carlito is ignoring the elephant in the room. You're 11th. No one is saying you have to be winning the league, but 11th, Poch has to take the blame.
Exactly.
Saliba comparisons, you must forgive Tom Terry. He would not be a proper little Spurs fan if Arsenal wasn't living rent-free in his head.
I make the point because we went through this last stream. It's not just I'm bringing it out of the blue. This is a point that I made last stream when I was asked to make a Tottenham and Arsenal.
I'll back you on that. Dan thinks like a 5-year-old VDV is no Saliba. It's not
what?
Nice.
Just wait a couple years, and then come back to me on this argument.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant VVD.
Yeah, less than a year in the Prem, but already top. Stop, is what Adair says. Yeah. I hope you get wrong 2 years in a row and back us last year. And this time I pray we prove you wrong. Chelsea shit are finished. End of. Yeah, listen, I'd rather Arsenal win the league, by the way, than Liverpool or City, because I don't want either of them to. But yeah, Spurs fans don't. But
they won't win it. They'll bottle it.
No one knows that.
I'm not really.
We need Manu winner against City. Now, listen, there was a moment today where it looked like it could be a really good day for Arsenal when Liverpool were drawing, Spurs were losing, and Chelsea were losing. You're thinking, but they're going to have a field day. What did you make of your game today? And before the end here, I know it was right close, but what did you make of Spurs today?
Yeah, same first half performance, poor, slow, lackluster. It was just normal for first half. Timo should have buried that in the first half. And yeah, it was just a poor performance. Second half, we played better. as a great free kick, but it was absolutely awful from, let's be honest, that free kick. Awful from the wall, awful from Vicario, and awful. How on earth are you allowing Palace defenders just to stand there, or Palace players, and just move out of the way for a free shot? Absolutely abysmal from Spurs all over the place from that free kick. But I'm one of these people, like, I will always come in here and say we're wrong. People don't like to do it, but I will give him praise for this performance. Johnson, when he came on, was the game changer. He got stuck in. He got obviously won the ball back. Ball to Timo to set up the first goal. And then I thought he had a really good... Now, I'm not saying he's at the level for Spurs, but he was the game changer in this game. Timo getting his first goal. You've obviously got Song back on the score sheet. And Romero, fantastic. Spurs are still in the race for fourth. It's hopefully a stepping stone to more, like, bigger and better after this season. We have to overcome Villa because Man United, I'm sorry, Terry.
What's the score of the Villa game?
You're not
2-0. Watkins is balling.
Next, I'll be honest, Man United aren't in it because Man United are shit. It's as simple as that, Terry. I'll be honest.
Come on.
You are. But look, if we continue to these type of performances, when we come up in April, we've got Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea pretty much all in a row, and Newcastle.
Easy wins.
If we play like this against them, most of them teams, we're getting slaughtered. So we've got to improve and just got to somehow find a way to get first half performances out of this team because we can't continue doing what we're doing.
Alan, what's your thoughts on Brennan Johnson on the left? Because I think he's a way better footballer on the left than he is on the right.
He's an impact sub at the moment. We'll see if he can get better for Spurs like into next season, but he's not good enough to be a main starter left or right in this team.
I know he's not good enough to be a main starter, but just like off the performances I've seen him play on the left, comparing it to the performances I've seen him play on the right, I think he's a completely different player when he's on the left, and he's way better. He makes way more of an impact.
It's a snippet, Dan. If we see more of him on the left, then you can compare, but it's just too smaller sample size.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Arsenal, I've seen all the thing like that. Arsenal will bottle the title like they did last season. And they really will.
Look, I want to thank everybody.